So yeah, this is happening. Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here, and welcome to a little update of what's happening with the big monkey lately. Now, for those who don't know, I've been taking a major break from Kong-related material here on my channel, most notably the King Kong reviews. They are going to come back, don't you guys worry. In fact, our season finale is kind of Kong-centric, but it's a collage of a lot of things because the season finale is actually going to be my 10th anniversary special. We have been working around the clock on production. I cannot wait to show you guys this, along with a few other big projects, one of which being the Indiana Jones short film, which we did put out the trailer on Friday.
How many of the things you put down with those pea shooters, kid?
15.
Done!
But it's why I haven't been posting much on the channel, and I do apologize for that because I just needed time to finally work on these, especially given the fact that the pandemic's finally over. But there's been some news regarding King Kong, most notably the two Laurentiis productions that were released in 1976 with my favorite film of all time, the 76 remake, and its sequel, King Kong Lives. Which, by the way, a few pickup updates. I actually just grabbed this maybe about a year or two ago. I haven't really shown it off yet, but it's a press kit from King Kong Lives from 1986. It comes with a bunch of files and a lot of photos and stuff, so maybe I'll do a behind the gates on this, but for now I just wanted to show that off. Like, look how cool that is. It's got the Laurentiis logo and everything. I did also manage to pick up Jaws on Laserdisc finally, which is pretty cool. But if you guys remember, about a year ago, I did a huge news story that actually blew up on my channel, which is the news that Shout Factory had finally put out the 76 remake on Blu-ray for the first time, not just the theatrical cut, but for the first time ever released the extended TV version, and I was over the moon with this release. It's one of my favorite Blu-rays ever. This thing is jam-packed with material and 2 discs, highly still worth recommending. Link down below if you want to get a copy. But since then, there's been a few updates on this film. Before we get to the main meat and source of this news, I should point out that Studio Canal, who have been holding the rights to the 76 remake hostage for years, hence why it took so long to get a Blu-ray release, is actually going to be putting out their own Blu-ray in the UK, and it will be the first time that the 76 remake is released in 4K. Holy smokes. That sounds awesome. Now, I should point out that the first Blu-ray release is actually more so just in 2K. It's not 4K, especially the extended TV version. This one was the highest they could at the time, but obviously technology has caught up to them to where they can finally put out the film in 4K. I should also point out that the Blu-ray will be region-free, meaning despite it being released in the UK, you can play it on any Blu-ray player. So that's one of the reasons I'm kind of excited for this release. I was a little hesitant at first because it is a UK release, and I'm thinking, oh god, I'm not going to be able to play it on my Blu-ray, but the fact that they're doing it region-free is actually pretty kick-ass. Now, I should say, I have seen the trailer on their YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it, check it out, link down below, but I will say that the film honestly looks pretty damn pretty. I would love to see this on the big screen if possible. It looks absolutely spectacular. I know it's got that bit of that teal color that Blu-rays are known for, Batman 89 being one of the prime examples, especially given they changed some of the sound effects, which even in this trailer, they did kind of modernize the film by adding more modern sounds to Kong and adding more temporary trailer music. So is this a sign that they went ahead and fucked up the audio, which I hope to God they didn't. Keep my original mono mix. But the 4K release actually does have some promise. It's got a high quality transfer, which I should point out the extended TV cut will come with this release, but it's not going to be in 4K. It's just going to be the one that they showed on the Shout Factory Blu-ray. The majority of the Shout Factory bonus materials will be on this 4K release. I do have one thing to say that I'm kind of got a pet peeve about with this release, and that is the cover. Who designed this? This is ugly. I'm sorry, Studio Canal, you need to fix this shit. While the Jeff Bridges and Jessica Lange paintings are perfectly fine, Kong looks awful on this cover. What is this? What is this? This is like an Asylum ripoff. Come on, guys. At least with the Shout Factory Blu-ray, like, that's KONG76. That's Rick Baker in the suit. It's not, I mean, there's Will Shepard, but, like, it's not this fuckery. Like, this looks awful. I get you're trying to, I guess, normalize it to try to sell it to a younger crowd, but kids are gonna get this one anyway. Just get this cover or make the Kong look like this. Why does it gotta look like Ugh. However, there is a saving grace to this release, because despite this being the standard 4K release that they are going to put out, they are going to release a limited edition steelbook version which has a cover like this. And this is a way better version. I would rather buy the Steelbook edition. Like, that's right out of a 70s comic book. Like, come on, I'll totally pay for that. But yeah, it's just a typical 4K release with all the same bonus material as there was before. But that's not the only news to come out, because of course, the meaty grit of this story is of course that King Kong Lives is finally getting released on Blu-ray. Surprisingly enough, Shelf Factory is not releasing the Blu-ray version. This Blu-ray release is being released by the Umbrella Company, which more specializes in obscure media, which is absolutely perfect because for the longest time, the only way anybody could see King Kong Lives was on the old VHS tapes, Betamax, Laserdisc, and of course the DVD, which was released in 2005 to capitalize on the Peter Jackson remake and was released by 20th Century Fox. Now, because Fox is kind of out and because this did not sell well, this DVD is extremely out of print and very high priced online. This DVD is so bare bones, it doesn't even have a trailer. Like, there's nothing on this, and this has been the only way people in North America could see King Kong Lives for the longest time. Now, granted, King Kong Lives has been released on Blu-ray before in other parts of the globe. In fact, this cover here is from a 2017 release that was obviously capitalizing on the marketing of Kong Skull Island. Like, they knew. They knew, and they were sleazeballs about it. But I'm curious how it's going to look in high definition. As far as we know, it's going to be released in 1080p. It's not going to be in 2K, which is totally fine. HD is HD. It only comes with one disc. In fact, if you pre-order it right now, you get a special limited edition that comes with a ton of extra stuff. You get postcards, the poster, but the cover they're showing here definitely looks like a t-shirt out of, like, Universal Studios Florida, which I kind of love those shirts, so count me in on this cover. But for the first time, there's actually going to be a couple of bonus features on this Blu-ray. There's a new interview with miniature supervisor David M. Jones, who worked on the effects on the film, a featurette called John Gullerman Lives, which, funny enough, this was actually John Gullerman's final film before retirement, a video essay on director John Gullerman by Stephen Vegg. It'll include the theatrical trailer, of course, which is nice. Don't know about the teaser trailer, though, although that's been recently discovered through 35mm prints and so on. But something I'm actually really excited for is that there's going to be an audio commentary by author Ray Morton. If you guys don't know, Ray Morton wrote one of my favorite books, King Kong, The History of the Movie Icon, from Fay Wray to Peter Jackson back in 2005. Him and I have actually been pretty good pals lately. He's seen a lot of my work. He was very impressed with what I had to bring to the table regarding Kong. In fact, I did tell him that his book was one of my major influences in creating my show. And I'm just excited to see his passages from his book told by him in this commentary. If you guys haven't read that book, I'd definitely go order it. I heard he might be doing a new version soon, but that's not 100% confirmed. But regardless, it's just nice to see King Kong Lives finally come to Blu-ray, because if we can get the 76 remake, it's time for Lives to make a comeback. I know a lot of people don't like King Kong Lives. Some people say it's one of the worst movies ever made, like Batman and Robin bad, which I can kind of agree of, but at the same time, it does have a charm to it, and it's much better than other crappy giant gorilla movies that were either trying to rip off King Kong or are just pointless cash grabs like the Asylum films. Because whether it be the bigger ideas and lower budgets, or just the fact they needed to fill in a check, King Kong Lives for me is still a good Kong movie. Like, it's not the best one, but it's still a decent one. So I'm looking forward to seeing this new Blu-ray restoration, to see all the bonus features involved, and yeah, maybe at some point I'll talk about it in a future video. I mean, I did do the Shout Factory Blu-ray, so why not King Kong Lives? But I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update on Kong-related material, because since I did my video format episode, which did extremely well, I've been getting updates and picking up some new stuff, and at some point I will do an update video regarding that episode, but because I haven't talked about King Kong in a while, I just figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a heads up of some of the breaking news coming out. Don't even ask me about the production of Godzilla vs. Kong 2, because quite frankly, I have no idea what's going on with that film, and on top of that, I've heard a lot of things that are either confirmed nor denied. But again, apologies, I have not been able to put out much content on the channel. Again, I've been busy with a lot of these projects that I'm finally getting off the ground, and I cannot wait to show you guys what we got outside of Kong material. There's some pretty exciting stuff coming up. So let me know your thoughts on these upcoming Blu-ray releases in the comment section below, and yeah, we'll be back soon. I'm just really working my ass off before the snow hits, because we've got productions that have to be done or bust soon. So until the next video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off, saying, don't worry, this movie's coming out on Blu-ray, and the King Kong Reviews lives. It's just just a bad pun. Just go check out the release, link down below, and I'll check you guys later. Take it easy.